It's the SS again. I want to talk about what my wife and I were studying. We were studying a little bit about Islam. I had some material that I had bought years ago on Islam. We was talking about Muhammad and, the Quran and some of the belief systems, contrasting with Christianity. And my wife made a pretty good point. She made a profound point. Because we started talking about the Nation of Islam. Of course, Nation of Islam being some sort of offshoot of Islam, which is all phony. I mean, them brothers is, ain't no power in what they doing. False religion, doctrines of demons, everything about Islam, the Nation of Islam, the whole thrust of that movement or whatever it is racial idolatry. That's all that is. I guarantee you, where is the Nation of Islam outside of the United States and other people of other cultures practicing the same thing that Farrakhan is teaching? It's all about the skin tone, bro. It's all about the response to the white man. The same with black liberation theology. But I don't want to get too far off the point of the video. The point of the video is a powerful point that my wife made. We both agree that there's one thing that we see with the Nation of Islam that we wish was more prevalent in Christianity, and that's the strong presence of men. You look at any video with Farrakhan, you see a bunch of men behind him with just the demeanor of authority behind them, of protection. Manly men behind Farrakhan. You see that. You don't see no women. You ain't gonna never see no woman up there preaching or teaching in no mosque and anything like that. They do that good. They do that right. And this is the point that my wife made. If you're gonna have Satan attack the church, where would he attack the church the most? What would he sink or I'm saying sink like a missile, but where would he, aim his guns at in the church if he wanted to do real damage? He will attack the leadership. He will attack the men, because men are supposed to lead the church. That's what he would attack. So the point that she made was, the reason why you don't see a lot of male leadership in a lot of churches today is because the church is under attack by Satan himself and his demons. And you get that frustration levied against the church because it's the true church. You don't get that with Islam or the Nation of Islam because they are a false church. And what better way to pull men, and especially in this case, black men, from the true church, which is the Church of Christ, to the Nation of Islam? Because ain't no man gonna follow no bunch of women and emotionalism in a church, in a Christian church, a so-called Christian church. You're not gonna find men there. The Nation of Islam pull a lot of men because that's where they can go and see what a man is supposed to be, at least to as far as they understand of what a man is. And that's the point that she brought up. It was powerful. The Satan ain't worried about the Nation of Islam, so he gonna, if anything, prop up that religion to be dominated by men, to attract men, to pull from, or to be a hindrance to the true church. So when she made that point, like, yeah, baby, I didn't see that, but I'm glad you brought that up. That's a great point that she made. The true church is under attack. That's why you see that facet of the church under attack, not having a lot of manly leadership that's put forth so they can draw men, to the church. Now, don't get me wrong. There's true churches out here, and it is led by men, but it seems like, I'm just saying, it seems like they're far and few. A lot of churches in these inner cities, you look at Los Angeles, man, it's just a bunch of ladies up in there, man. And that just leads me to this last point. How can this be the SS and I don't talk about female pastors? Come on, man. I got on the website of the first African Methodist church in LA. They call it FAME, First African Methodist Episcopal. That's it is, FAME. Somewhere in LA. I think I've been there maybe one time, long time ago. But I just went on their website a couple of days ago. And I'm gonna wrap this video up. You had the senior pastor, he's a man, but then you go down a roster of leaders. I'm gonna say probably out about 20 elders, or they probably put, I think they said it was reverends. Out of about 20 reverends, man, I kid you not, probably 15 of them were all women, and the rest, and the other 5 were men. Come on, man. And this church here is a prominent church in Los Angeles. FAME, First African Methodist Episcopal, whatever all that crap means. Out of about 20 reverends, about 15 of them were women. Come on, man. But just wait, like I said, just wait. You are going to get a doozy when we talk about female pastors on the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast and just put your chin strap on, because we're going to dig in. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. I'm telling you, there's another video I did earlier about the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, about feminism. Don't tell me that feminism ain't gripped the church. Don't tell me that feminism hasn't been, Satan hasn't used feminism to undermine the church. Of course he has. We know female pastors, female reverends, females in leadership is not biblical. It's not biblical. But go on that website and tell me I'm lying. A whole bunch of women, Reverend Linda, Reverend Gloria, and Reverend Goldie, and Reverend Barbara. Like, man, get out of here with this crap, man. And we wonder why the church is weak. The church ain't got no power, because we're doing everything unbiblical. Not every church, just a lot of these bootleg churches. That's the SS.